history class, they taught us that language evolves over time based on how it's used by the population in which speaks it. This is where we get words such as pork or champagne. They were introduced into the English language from Old French when Normans invaded Britain in the year 1066. But the shifting of language isn't relegated to additions. A large component of it is the transposition of meaning. The word bad refers to failing to reach an acceptable standard, but in the 11th century, it was an insult meant for effeminate men. The word arf, arf, and arf used to refer to drunks, but in today's era, it's complete nonsense. This shows how malleable our spoken tongue really is, but to what extent? Every morning we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Rising up with our hands to our hearts, we face that frozen and unwavering classroom flag, chanting those same words day after day. In no time, it became clockwork. You didn't need to think when it came so naturally. But after that history lesson, I went against what my body thought was natural. I began to wonder about this script we deliver. Whose ears am I supposed to reach when I say this? How far is my voice supposed to travel? Why do I glorify the government which made these decisions for me? All of this labor for what? Where will I be sent once it's all done? And when we say liberty and justice for all, what do we really mean by all?
Monitoring our subject population is our top priority, as you should know. Understanding when and where each and everyone goes is especially important. Potentially losing track of any of them could be detrimental to our cause. Using cameras and physical spies will not be enough for such a large population, since as you can see, you can barely see in this crowd. That is why the lovely researchers from up north have developed a very efficient way of tracking them.
Introducing the new state-of-the-art radar-assisted salient subject locator, or RASL. With this instrument, you will be able to effortlessly monitor our subjects at the push of a button within Site Alpha. But you may be asking yourself, how are we going to be able to tag subjects for monitoring? Simple. Our boys in the field will, over the course of the next few weeks, ensure that these RASL tags will enter the body of every subject. These tags will only relay a location signal. However, that is all that is needed for field operatives to discreetly track down the subject, identify him or her, and do whatever business is ordered. If you are ever assigned watch at a RASL machine, remember that you are playing a small, yet very integral part in protecting your country. Remember that whenever you start to feel fatigue, we are counting on you. May God bless the United States of America.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Christine. I hope you're doing well and the nurses and doctors are treating you good. Your mom told me about it, and it looks like you'll be turning out fine. So, that's awesome. Anyway, I'm just letting you know that my visit is going to be postponed for a bit, because I'm coming down really bad with something. It's a... speak of the devil. It's a bad cough or something. And they'll never let me in like this. I know it's disappointing, but I'll make it up with those chocolates you really like. The from that store near Main Street. The ones with the...
Oh my god, Phil, thank you so much for the surprise gift. I love it. You're the best, you know. The hospital feels pretty lonely, even though there's a ton of people here. But just hearing your voice and eating some chocolate makes it just so much better. I hope you're free and can come visit sometime soon, but until then, these little calls are enough. I love you, Phil.
I love you too, Christine.